Alright, we'll spend the last little bit of this videotape showing you what I came up with. Still need a little bit of practice on my grinding. I made this a little bit wider than I wanted to. I am probably going to touch this up a little bit more with a hand hone, but let's make sure we're zoomed out here. Let's go ahead and show you what we're able to do now. Needs a little bit more work, but as you can see, we can easily shave paper. We got a little bit of nylon rope here, maybe about 1/4 inch, 3/8 thick, nothing too heavy, but easily cuts through that. Let's go ahead and double it up. Made it through that pretty well, and got some cardboard here, and shaves that pretty nice actually. I'm really happy with this so far. Needs a little bit of touching up still, but so far it seems to be holding a decent edge. Kind of making a mess here, but it's worth it. And that's it. We now have a functional knife. We'll be quarter wrapping the handle soon, making a sheath for it, and we'll see if we can touch this bevel up just a little bit better until I'm maybe a little more happy with it. But right now I'm pretty excited. Very happy with what I came up with, and this is definitely going to be the first of many. Hey guys, I'm going to spend another couple hours in the shop here tonight, hopefully getting a lot closer to the end result we're looking for on my first knife. I don't know if maybe we'll finish it tonight, maybe not. I might do the sheath and then finish the more minor details tomorrow, just because it is kind of late already. It's kind of funny, I already taped this before. Unfortunately, I must have hit the record button twice, and I was talking to a camera on standby for a few minutes there, so I will try to do this again. But as you can see, here's the knife as we left it last night. The only thing I did change a few minutes ago, I just drilled the lanyard hole out to 3/16 of an inch, just a little bit bigger than what I had. Went ahead and used a countersink reaming tool to kind of soften the edges here, and I also used a deburring tool just to run it around the side, get a little bit more off. I might take some sandpaper and buff it again. I'm not sure. Right now that's probably pretty good. Just get a close-up on that. Hopefully it focuses good. I've been cutting quite a few things with my newly sharpened edge, anywhere from shaving paper, both just cutting strips off or kind of peeling the face. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that technique for checking the sharpness. I think Cutlery Lover had a video on it and a couple other guys. But I've been cutting quite a bit of cardboard, some rope, some paracord, and so far this edge is holding up extremely well. I'm very pleased. This is really the first high carbon knife blade that I've had this much experience with cutting things. Usually I buy stainless just for the decreased maintenance involved with that. But I'm actually very pleased with how the higher carbon steels are cutting. Definitely no regrets in choosing that for my first material. I think I'm going to make several more knives. I might try to get into some stainless as well, just to see how that works for me. But for now, I'm definitely going to stick with the 1095 for making these little knives here. I like how that performs. As far as tonight, I think we're going to try to maybe get the sheath halfway made, if not completed. And then we might even wrap the handle. It is kind of late already, so we'll see how much work it takes to get this done. But I do have my paracord, cut about 5 feet or so, 5.5 feet maybe. And then I went ahead and took the 7 strands out of the middle, just because I wanted it a little bit flatter for my handle than the stranded version would afford. As far as the wrap, I played with a couple. We're not going to get too crazy, but I liked kind of this basket weave looking or woven pattern that I saw. I don't know if I'm going to film the whole thing because there's plenty of better tutorials on YouTube and other websites than what I could make. But just to give you a little preview, I'm not going to wrap the handle now, but it's just a series of kind of looping or twisting the strands around each other, flipping the knife over. Do kind of a half twist again, so you kind of get interlocking loops. You just got to make sure you twist it the same way each time, and just try to get it as even as possible. I'm not too concerned right now because I'm just kind of showing you my plans, but eventually it'll be a series of those running down the blade. I'll show you that when it's completed, and then I'll probably run the tags through my lanyard hole and make some kind of a attractive lanyard knot for it. But right now, what I think I want to focus on for the time being is the kydex. This is what we're going to make the sheath out of. As you can see, I have two 12 by 12 sheets. I got these, ordered these online from a leather supply. They're pretty cheap, I think about $7 or $8 for a square foot, which seems pretty standard across the board. I don't know if the camera will pick the detail up too well. Try to focus in there. One side has kind of a rough texture, and the other side a glossy smooth. I want to make the glossy smooth the inside, just so it doesn't rub against the blade as much. That's pretty much how most people do it, I think. And as for starting, I don't think I'm going to film the whole thing, but basically I'm going to fold it over the tip, I think will be the easiest way to do it, as opposed to maybe folding it over the spine. I think I've seen that done a few times. But I think probably the easiest way, or at least our first attempt, we're going to fold it over the tip. We'll leave it a little bit longer than the length from, say, the finger choil to the tip. I'll maybe extend that by a ½ inch and then double it one more time. That way it gives a little clearance for the tip, and to also insert some eyelets for my neck lanyard. And then as far as width, we won't go too much wider, maybe a ½ inch on either side I think should be plenty. So I'm going to measure the length from about here to the tip. Like I said, double that up, add maybe a ½ inch for folding, and then we're going to go ahead and cut the strip off. So hopefully we can maximize our kydex, get quite a few more knives out of it. But if not, this is pretty cheap, so I'm not too worried if I mess up the first couple times. just because this is our first sheath after all. So let me go ahead and mark this out. We'll probably make square cuts just to simplify things after we fold and mold the kydex to the knife blade. I will most likely trim it down, touch it up on the belt sander, and then at some point in there we will insert some eyelets as well for lanyards and whatnot. So let me go ahead and cut the camera. I'll turn it back on once we have our rough piece cut out for our rough shaping, and then we'll take it from there.